What happened? IU's emotional breakdown over Jong Suk on live broadcast. The atmosphere turned electric, the tension almost unbearable. Why did IU, the nation's beloved star, suddenly break down in tears at the mere mention of Jong Suk? The mystery has left fans in shock, and today Red Carpet Revealed is here to dive deep and uncover the truth. Let's find out together right now. The night had all the makings of a perfect evening. Fans flooded into the live broadcast, early excitement buzzing through the chat. IU, the nation's little sister and beloved icon, appeared on screen, with her trademark radiant smile surrounded by soft glowing lights. Her voice light as a spring breeze greeted the millions watching. "Hello everyone, I missed you." The atmosphere was warm, comforting until it wasn't. Midway through the live, as IU sipped from a mug and playfully answered fan questions, someone typed a message that would crack the flawless veneer. "IU Unni, how is Jong Suk Oppa doing?" At that moment, everything changed. The room once filled with laughter and gentle chatter seemed to freeze in time. IU's smile faltered ever so slightly, her eyes darting away from the screen, her fingers tightening around the mug. A subtle, almost imperceptible tremble ran through her frame. She tried to mask it. Oh, she tried so hard. A small chuckle, a quick glance upward, as if searching for strength from the heavens. He's doing well," IU finally said, her voice barely a whisper against the heavy silence, but the truth was unstoppable. Her eyes, glossy and shimmering under the soft studio lights, betrayed her. Within seconds, tears began to well, and her breathing turned shallow, uneven. She covered her mouth with her hand, her shoulders shaking as she struggled to compose herself. The chat exploded. "Unni, are you okay? What happened? Don't cry, please." Yet the tears fell freely, raw and uncontrollable. IU, the girl who once sang of endurance and healing, now sat before her fans utterly broken. Behind the heartbreaking display lay a story more painful than anyone had imagined. A love story, torn apart by time and fate. It wasn't sudden. According to close insiders, IU and Jong Suk's relationship had been suffering for months. A slow, agonizing drift rather than a sudden breakup. Their bond, once filled with laughter, endless support, and unspoken understanding, was being eroded by forces neither could control. Jong Suk's acting career was soaring internationally. He was shooting back-to-back projects, often abroad, sometimes disappearing for months into demanding schedules. IU, meanwhile, was conquering the music world with her tours, albums, and countless brand endorsements. Every second of their lives was scheduled, scrutinized, devoured by the public eye. At first they fought against the current secret meetings in the dead of night, late-night video calls that stretched into dawn, messages filled with inside jokes and whispered promises of soon, but reality is a ruthless opponent. Soon, late replies replaced nightly calls. Short functional texts replaced long love letters. "I miss you" became "take care," "see you soon" became "maybe next time." They didn't break up with a bang. They broke apart with 1,000 small invisible wounds. The breaking point. Sources close to IU revealed that she had been carrying an enormous emotional weight for months. Friends noticed how she grew quieter, how her laughter seemed more forced, how she gazed longer into the distance when no one was looking. One chilling confession leaked anonymously said IU once admitted over drinks, "We're living two different lives now, walking two different paths. Every step forward feels like another step away from him." It wasn't anger that tore them apart. It was time. It was destiny's cruel hand pulling two hearts in opposite directions, no matter how desperately they reached for each other. The live broadcast, meant to be a joyful reunion with her fans, became the stage for IU's private grief to shatter through. For the first time, she wasn't the singer, the actress, the celebrity. She was simply Ji-yeon, a young woman mourning a love she couldn't save. Through the tears she whispered, "Some things, some people, you love them with everything you have, but life doesn't always let you hold on to them." Fans wept with her. The chat turned into a flood of heartbreak and unconditional support. The news broke across all major headlines within minutes. IU breaks down on livestream. Hidden pain between IU and Jong Suk revealed. Is this the end of a love story? In the hours following the live broadcast, social media erupted. The clip of IU's emotional breakdown spread like wildfire. reshared, dissected, analyzed frame by frame. Every tear, every tremble in her voice became a point of heartbreak for millions around the world. Hashtags like #StayStrong, IU and Lee Jong Suk, and harsh broken but beautiful dominated trending charts in Korea, Japan, and beyond. Messages poured in from celebrities and fans alike, sending IU words of comfort and support. Yet amid the tidal wave of attention, IU herself remained silent, retreating into an uncharacteristic quietness. Friends close to her revealed that she had cancelled several upcoming appearances. She needs time. One insider said, time to grieve not just a person but a future she once dreamed of. Meanwhile, whispers about Lee Jong Suk began swirling in the background. Sources claim that he too had watched the live broadcast alone from a quiet hotel room in a foreign country, thousands of miles away. Witnesses describe him sitting motionless for hours afterward, his face pale and hollow, clutching his phone like a lifeline that had just snapped. He had not expected it. He had not realized just how deeply the distance had carved into them until he saw her tears flowing so freely for the whole world to see. There are rumors, unconfirmed but persistent, that Lee Jong Suk tried to reach out to IU after the broadcast. A late-night call that rang unanswered. A text message seen but left unreplied. A final desperate attempt to bridge a chasm that had grown too wide. One mutual acquaintance heartbreakingly described it. They are two people still in love, standing on opposite shores, watching each other drift further away, unable to swim across the tide. The weight of fame, the fragility of love. Many fans have since reflected on a cruel reality. Fame does not shield love, it crushes it. The schedules, the scrutiny, the endless demands for perfection leave no space for tenderness, no breathing room for flaws. IU and Lee Jong Suk had fought hard against the tide, but sometimes even the strongest hearts lose to an unforgiving world. Behind every glamorous red carpet appearance, behind every perfect photo shoot, there was a hidden battlefield. And in the end, it was not betrayal or bitterness that defeated them. It was exhaustion. Exhaustion from trying to hold on to something that life kept pulling away. In the words of one poignant fan post that quickly went viral, they didn't fall out of love, they simply ran out of time. A bittersweet legacy. Today, fans around the world mourn not just the possibility of IU and Lee Jong Suk's love story, but also the beauty it once embodied, a love that even in its ending remains tender, respectful, and unforgettable. IU has returned briefly to social media, posting a simple photo. A sunset. Vivid, breathtaking, yet tinged with a sadness that words could never fully capture. No caption. Just the image. And everyone understood. Lee Jong Suk, on the other hand, has continued his overseas commitments, his interviews now tinged with a quieter, more introspective tone. When asked casually about future plans, he smiled softly, a smile heavy with unspoken stories, and said, "Sometimes you have to let go of something precious to protect what's left inside you." Their love story may not have found a perfect ending, but in its rawness, its humanity, it touched hearts in a way few stories ever could. As one final tribute, fans worldwide have started a movement planting cherry blossom trees. IU's favorite in their honor, a symbol that even if love fades, its beauty lingers forever. Sometimes the strongest love is the one that knows when to let go. Sometimes the most unforgettable stories are the ones that break our hearts. IU and Lee Jong Suk may now walk separate paths, but the echoes of their shared moments will live on in songs, in memories, in a million hearts, still silently rooting for them under the same sky. And perhaps somewhere far away under that fading sunset, two souls are still whispering a quiet, eternal goodbye.